So I started blogging 5 years ago with my students, thinking that it would be a great digital portfolio for them to showcase their work to their families and to keep a nice growth track of what they were doing, and then realized that that was really boring and that the kids weren't very interested in posting their work online because it was just one more step to get through the process. And so I started asking them questions instead, and I decided that here was my pipeline into their heads to figure out how I needed to change as a teacher. And it was amazing to see that the students, the ideas that they came up with and their honesty, their raw honesty, you know, in the beginning kind of being very apologetic, like, well, we like you, but we think this should be changed, and so later on just being very blunt and saying this is what needs to change, here's my idea. And so the blogging aspect for the last 5 years has really become this way for me to constantly take the temperature of our classroom, but more importantly for my students' voices to be amplified throughout the world. And so their student blog is used by a lot of college classrooms around the world for pre-service teachers, and they will leave them questions, you know, how do they feel about homework, or what should they do as far as certain things in their situation. So all of a sudden my students have this immense power to influence the future role of teachers coming out through the universities.